I am choosing to buy Turbo over Dogecoin. And the reason for that is because I am in the world of cryptocurrencies to get potential gains. I'm not looking to get into random dinosaurs that are antiquated. And let me explain what I mean by this. Because, for instance, if Turbo were to go to the price of 25 cents, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $16 billion, which is around a 37x from here. Now, let's say for simplicity's sake, we just make it 37x. Now, on the flip side, right? If Dogecoin were to do a 37x from here, considering its current circulating supply, at that point, market cap would be around $594 billion. That's over $500 billion. Just let that sink in. But even besides that, at that point, price would be $4 around that price. Dogecoin, I think the days of it doing like over a 30x, all this type of stuff, it's kind of past it. At this point, it's just too established as a project. Nothing wrong with that. But in terms of potential gains, I don't really like that because, again, if someone has like millions of dollars to, put in Dogecoin, does like a 5x, they're all good. But what happens if someone has substantially less than that, hypothetically? Come on, right? That's why I'm looking for things that have potential upside, and I do believe that is Turbo. Now, when it comes to Turbo, it should be noted that very recently, it got listed on Binance. That was massive, right? Everyone loved that. Also, on top of that, it got listed on KuCoin. But with this news, a lot of people like to say that, oh, wow, Dogecoin is listed in so many major exchanges. This is kind of caca, this kind of peanuts compared to it. That's great for Dogecoin, but I don't get how that's going to benefit me right now. If anything, that showcases that everyone pretty much knows about Dogecoin and how there really isn't much hypothetical upside at that point, which is why I think Turbo is the winner here. And I think Turbo is just a much more unique meme coin when compared to Dogecoin, because you take into consideration how, first of all, it's not a dog theme meme coin. So I think that right there does give it a unique advantage. Also, on top of that, take into consideration how it's a meme coin created by AI. Now, granted, it's not some sort of, next level, next generation AI project. No, that's never been the case. And I've never said that. I don't know why people keep saying that. But even besides that, you take a look at how when it comes to Turbo, again, it's just a meme coin created by AI. But it's so genius because if you think about it, if Turbo just came out and said, yeah, we're another meme coin, could it do well? Maybe. But having that AI aspect, I think that's such a great touch because you think about how that adds another layer to Turbo because not only is it not a dog theme meme coin, but also it has that AI aspect. And AI, the hype is going to jump back in again. And I think it's just a matter of time. Even though the hype did die down, I think better days are ahead. The way I take a look at dog theme meme coins as of right now, even though there's nothing wrong with a lot of them, this is the way I view it. It's kind of like salt. If you just put salt on the food, it tastes good. But if you put too much, it's a little bit like, oh man, your mouth just starts to feel a little bit weird, right? Just, you feel overly thirsty, if you know what I mean, if you catch my drift. But even besides that, having so many dog theme meme coins, it's like having too much salt. It's like sometimes enough is enough. You know what I mean? Sometimes we do need a little bit of pepper. Sometimes we need a little bit of that oregano, if you know what I mean, that basil. That's exactly what Turbo is. It's something unique. It's something different. And I really love that. That's the amazing thing about it. Imagine if every meme coin was like the same. No unique selling point. I really love it when it comes to Turbo. And it's not like it has some sort of caca community because it's actually holding pretty strong. Also on top of that, over 30,000 holders. So that's very impressive. Now, granted, it's like peanuts compared to Dogecoin. I understand that. But hey, man, it's an up-and-coming meme coin. And isn't that kind of the whole point, right? I don't know why people keep saying, yeah, Dogecoin's a lot better. That's great for the people who got in years ago. As of right now, I don't get how that benefits me. But yeah, even besides that, when you take a look at the AI market, according to Grandview Research, it's predicted to be worth nearly $2 trillion by 2030. Take this into consideration. We're nearing 2025. So 2030 isn't a whole lot away, right? It's not even that far away, just basically 5 years away at this point. Now, again, Turbo isn't some sort of revolutionary AI project, but it's only fair to assume that once the hype for AI jumps back in again, people are going to start looking into not only just AI projects, but I think hypothetically also meme coins that have an AI aspect to it in terms of the name. And I think it's only fair to assume that something like Turbo is just going to gain a lot more attention. So as of right now, even though, it did have an amazing rally, had a big pullback, now having a pretty decent recovery because of the Binance and KuCoin listing, I think better days are ahead. I think what we're seeing right now is just somewhat of a taste of what's to come in the future because, again, 25 cents I don't think is ridiculous whatsoever. Keep in mind, again, Just like I mentioned earlier on the video, considering current circulating supply, at that point, market cap would be around $16 billion. Now, that's like actually way less than something like SHIB that reached around $40 billion, back in 2021, and way less than DOGE. Dogecoin back in 2021 reached over $80 billion in market cap. So this is kind of like peanuts. Now, you may be thinking, okay, why are you saying Turbo is only going to go to around a $16 billion market cap if you think it's so special? Why can't it, double DOGE's all-time high market cap? Now, even though I think Turbo is very special, I don't think it can outperform DOGE or SHIB. And let me explain why. Because back in 2021, during that time, there wasn't many options, not many competitors. So naturally, a lot of people, they gravitated towards SHIB and DOGE. And they were listed in so many major exchanges, it only made sense, really, a lot of social proof. Because, when 10 people believe in something, the 11th person is most likely going to believe in that too, right? Hypothetically. So yeah, when it comes to DOGE and SHIB, it's kind of difficult to replicate that type of sauce, so to speak, right? That type of, magic, I would say, in this day and age. But in my opinion, it doesn't necessarily mean that 25 cents is a bad thing, because around a $16 billion market cap, again, considering current circulating supply, if it were to reach that, that's still around a 37x from here. So it's not bad. I don't know anyone who's going to complain about over 30x. At least I won't, because why would I complain about that? It makes no sense. That's why I still believe that when it comes to Turbo, it's really somewhat a sleeping giant. Even though it's not a small cap by any means, I still think it has a ways to prove itself. And why would it not? You take a look at, as of right now, there's over 600 million crypto owners, according to Crypto.com research. That's more than ever before in history, which is kind of insane if you think about it. Back in 2021, only around 300 million crypto owners. So now we basically have double that amount. Also, on top of that, you take a look at the Bitcoin ETF, the number of institutional investors. Man, for Bitcoin at least, right, it could be so fantastic, because as Bitcoin goes to the price of 100,000, 150,000, I think naturally a lot of meme coins are going to go along with the ride. And am I saying that DOGE and SHIB is going to do caca? No, I think they're going to do okay, but I think in terms of percentage, in terms of increase, I think it's going to get outperformed by Turbo by a long shot, which is why I'm choosing Turbo over DOGE. And also SHIB, by the way, but of course the focus of this video is Dogecoin. But even besides that, you take a look at how around a year from right now, things could look so different, because as a worst case scenario, historically speaking, it's been noted that altcoins, they've been known to peak around 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. Again, this is a worst case scenario. The Bitcoin halving event, it did happen back in April. So that's around a year from right now, which actually isn't that long. At least that's the way I view it. But granted, if some people may think, oh, that's kind of long, it could happen sooner. You never know. But either situation, I'm prepared, because my strategy is very simple. I am not a day trader after all. I'm not using leverage. I'm not swing trading. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is that anytime an income, I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and I'm just waiting. That's it. That's the strategy that I do. I focus on constant accumulation over an extended period of time. So that way, if things pop up early, great. If things pop up later, then it's fine for me as well, because I can accumulate more. But then let's say in the short term, things go down, then I still have some more, ammo, so to speak, to put in the gas tank, if that makes sense. And then that way, or should I say fuel? But yeah, you get my point, right? That way I'm never going all in, so I'm never just burning out, if that makes sense. I'm just putting constant amounts over an extended period of time, and that's a strategy that I use. And keep in mind, the hype for meme coins, it's going to jump back in again. I think the hype for AI is going to come back in again. And, Turbo at the price of 25 cents during this bull run, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. If I had only one shot, right, to get it right, quite essentially, am I putting all my eggs into the Dogecoin basket or into the Turbo basket? Hands down, Turbo. I just think it's a much better pick for me. Again, 25 cents during this bull run, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. And also, that's why I'm choosing Turbo over Dogecoin. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.